Sometimes we don't challenge problem behaviours because of fear. We've built up a fear and a real uncertainty, at least, about should I go there? Should I challenge this behaviour? Isn't it easier just to ignore or avoid or tolerate? Well, long term it isn't easier, and it will always manifest anyway. It'll always come through. And actually, long term, if you ignore it, you're likely just to get more frustrated anyway and find things more and more difficult. And it's not great for the climate. So when it comes to dealing with that fear about whether we should challenge, one thing to bear in mind is challenging problem behaviours probably won't result in a complete disaster in terms of the relationship. It's more likely to lead to a more positive relationship. And I think one of the things that a lot of people do is their starting point is to think, well, if I challenge them on this, this is going to make things a lot worse between us. Well, initially it might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's probably going to lead to a situation where you understand each other better and you've got the basis of building a positive relationship. If you ignore the problem behaviour, you don't have that basis. You're not doing anything to move that relationship forward. So actually, keep in mind that ultimately it's more likely to make things better than worse. And I think that's really important. Now, when you start to challenge some of these behaviours, it may initially be very difficult. The person may react negatively. But the thing to do is just to keep going for a bit. You will get through that. And you probably get through it relatively quickly. And you're quite likely to get to a point where you feel we're on better ground here in terms of a more open, honest relationship. It may not ever be a perfect relationship. You know, where are the perfect relationships? You may not become best friends with everyone you work with. Actually, maybe that's not the goal. It would be nice if it happens. Maybe the goal is to get to strong, positive professional relationships. And it's doing that that's going to help you to do your job well, be effective, and feel good about coming to work. And that's enough. It's very unlikely that everyone will be your friend. So maybe back away from that and just think about how to move this relationship forward. And intervening and doing something is nearly always going to make it better rather than worse.